them to come up, and let's see if we are. And here we are. Okay, so let me start the music and let's get this party started. Here we go. Tell me if you can hear it.
Yes.
Let's raise that volume.
So you wanna be?
So you want to be a cool kid. I have the lyrics. Hanging with the insect. That's an insect twice. Looking real cute and fine. And fine. Casting your sticky net. So you wanna be. Bop, 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 bop. There we go. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Bonnie D here with my wonderful good friend, sometime coach, just sometimes art critic, co-poet. Just love talking to her, Karen G. She's in Hawaii. I'm in above freezing Tennessee. Karen, let's have a weather forecast. What's going on there?
Well, it was a chilly 57 this morning.
It was a warm 11 degrees here 2 nights ago. You want to
I
compare
thought of you.
temperatures?
I thought I can't complain, but it was just freezing.
Yep, absolutely. Very interesting weather patterns. I think my neighbors next door are planning to drive to Florida. They're going to do 11 hours straight with a couple of pit stops.
Wow.
I know she's not happy about it. There's no comment about that. That's the way he drives. But they had to cancel their trip for a couple of days because they said the state of Georgia, the main highways are closed for snow emergency in the state of Georgia on the interstate. So they might be going
We go
tomorrow.
from 57 and then in the afternoon it's 82. So I don't know what's going on. We've never have such
It's
low,
typical here. She's bringing me her whatchamacallit, orchid plant, which is about to bloom, and she wants me to take care of it. She's going to be gone 3 weeks. When I was in Durham, I had a back porch that was screened. I didn't close it in like a lot of neighbors with the glass and the shades that go up and down, all that. I like the air outside the house. So I put in portable greenhouses, which were heavy plastic with PVC pipe. You bought them online. Took 2 people about 22 hours to put them together because the instructions, and you had all these poles and you had to fit them together, and it had a roof and all that. Anyway, we got strong winds once and one of them just blew over and broke all my flower pots. It was horrible. But I grew an orchid in there for a couple of years, and Karen, at one point, it had 25 blooms on it.
Wow.
I'm talking an orchid that was so big and heavy that the legs, if you will, the branches were just standing out away from the shelf, and I would count 5 or 10 blossoms, and then there'd be another one behind it, one plant. I gave it away when I moved. I know. I have to. My neighbor named Karen. Karen, a couple. I won't tell her last name. Couple of doors down. I think she's the one I gave the orchid to. I have to email her and text her and see if she still got my orchid.
Yeah, find out what happened to it.
So
I would love a picture of that.
Yeah, I know. I'll see if I have it. Sheila next door is loaning me hers for a couple of weeks. People go away, give me their plants.
Well, your plant babysitter. Add that to your resume.
I never leave the house. Yeah, I could. Green thumb. Well, not today. Anyway, I have you've been on. This is your 13th appearance on Two Saucy Dames. I forgot to call it more Two Saucy Dames, but we are. And I always put TOO is all in caps now, but we're using the old banner, Karen, the old logo. So I'm delighted to see you, and I have a new introduction for you. And are you ready for me to read this? Okay.
I can't wait.
Here we go. Okay. We're streaming and we're recording, and life is good. All channels are a go. Good. And we have an excellent stream on live. Thank you to Colin at Restream for teaching me how to switch to a Chicago server, which hopefully will be stronger for us. So here we go. Let me start the opening. You may know us, Bonnie D and Karen G. Wave your hand so nobody mixes us up. Yeah, right. Seasoned content creators having fun seriously. Now on We Dish, we're here to play, lighting up the cybersphere in our unique TOO saucy way. Chit-chatting on culture, food, music, food for a start. I said that twice. Say what stories, plus our own original poetry and art. We're sharing our insights, smiles, and delight. Join us live or on demand anytime, day or night. We'll be asleep, but so she's 6 hours behind me. Just find us. Welcoming back Karen G, a TOO saucy dame on a lifelong quest. Here's my rhyming intro. Then she'll tell us the rest. The life story of Karen G, a life of creativity and care. When Bonnie D speaks with Karen G, she's inspired by Karen's zest and flair. Here we go. Born to an Air Force family, Karen G took flight. Oklahoma, Guam, Hawaii. No more moves in sight. From Anderson Elementary to Aiea High, her journey began under the wide open blue sky. First, a marketing maven with a degree to her name, PR for Hawaii's bar brought her career great acclaim. But her heart sought more, a calling to teach. Helping young minds was within Karen's reach. Launching Brain Builders Tutoring, her passion grew, guiding students with her wisdom anew. But life through its trials, she rose above the pain, a suicide survivor, deep lessons Karen would gain. Her story shines bright in written prose. She wrote, Mama's Gotta Let Go with the solace she chose. With 365 parenting quotes and tips for the day, she empowers so many parents in so many ways. A neurolinguistic coach and positive intelligence guide, she was my coach on that one. Karen G helps families find peace in their stride. Through lovely art, you'll see some today, and meditation, her spirit is free, a creatively gracious soul sharing her legacy. Married to her Maui Prince Charming for 25 years, a bond filled with laughter, love, and cheers. A devoted mother to daughters and furry pets, dear, and lovingly penning her mother's memoir to revere. An explorer at heart, Karen has traveled the globe from Japan to Liechtenstein, embracing life's vibrant road. An aficionado of K-drama, yoga, and naps, she embraces life with no time left to lapse. From hosting creative summits to podcasts galore, her passion for parenting opens new doors. Today, here on Bonnie D's creative stage, Karen G brings her wisdom, her heart, and sage. Do you like that?
Oh, I love that.
Good. And now
Wow.
I'm gonna add some chronology because you sent me more and Sylvia didn't put this in, and this would have made it very, very long. In 2020, this is starting from the time of the pandemic to today, she founded Letting Go with Aloha, a parent family coaching business, and she started a new art hobby. I think I know somebody who had something to do with that, playing with acrylics and watercolor paints. In 2020, she also published Mama's Gotta Let Go, How to Let Go Without Losing Your Sanity. In 2021, Karen published 100 parenting tips inspired by the pandemic. The same year, she started her YouTube channel, Letting Go with Aloha. That same year, she was busy. Monthly interviews on KHON TV as the parent coach for 5 episodes. The next year, she hosted her own parenting summit. That same year, 2022, she contributed The Gift of a Failed Suicide Attempt, her story, to the anthology, The Power to Rise Above. She was one of 30 female global authors. In 2023, we're moving ahead. She hosted her second parenting summit. She recorded 74 meditations on YouTube. She recorded an Insight Timer 3-day audio lessons pep talk for parents. Same year, she launched her podcast on Spotify, Letting Go with Aloha. Love the title. 2024, just last year, she hosted Reparenting Your Inner Child virtual retreat. I think I was on that one. She published the same year 365 parenting quotes and affirmations, including 365 paintings she created for each of those quotes and affirmations. She also wrote an ebook, 6 Decades, 6 Lessons, Wisdom from My Journey. She co-hosted a healing summit, and she was certified as an art life coach, healing through creating art. So I'm going to finish my last line here. We hope you enjoy as we chat and connect. Here on We Dish, we bring you fun you might not expect. Bonnie D and Karen G, today's two saucy dames, together will dish on life's many games. So there you are.
Wow.
Okay. Little bit of rhyming and a little bit of chronology, timeline. Thank you.
Technology. I think
Thank
everyone
you.
should do that.
I think
Yeah,
so
that
too.
reflecting back and going through
Yeah.
memory lane, you think like, wow, because sometimes we forget.
Yep, we do. And what I read, those 20 or 30 lines were just from 2020 to last year. So you've been busy. I admire your creativity and your energy, Karen, and your
Oh, thank
passion for
you.
being creative. You have a passion for being creative. But before we get too mushy here, anything we missed between Sylvia and me, anything we missed, and we have people watching us. Where are they watching us now? I'm seeing we have on YouTube. Okay, I think I know who those are.
Wow.
Hello, maybe Des, and hello, maybe somebody else who
Hey,
knows the
Jess,
both of us.
my
There we
soul
go.
sister.
There we go. So, Karen, anything we missed in your bio that you want to add?
My trip to Australia, multiple trips to the island of Kauai with my soul sister. That's my mental health days, and just making the time for self-care. I've been doing more bubble baths and just, playing with
Mm.
paint, and you have shown me so many magical techniques. So that's pretty
I'm
much,
glad to
it's a
be
little.
part of that. We're going to show our art and some of our poetry too here. So it's time for Two Saucy Dame songs. Do you have a couple of new songs for me?
Actually, you know what? I was looking at, yeah, for too saucy. My daughter's like, what does too saucy mean? So she actually Googled it. And it was
Different
like
generation, dear.
bold,
Yeah.
courageous. What does that have to do with sauce, Mom? And I didn't, it's just one of those things. So I found Brave. Do you remember by Sarah Bareilles? And I love this part. You can be amazing. You can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. Say what you want to say and let the words just fall out, which I think we do with our poetry. Honestly, I want to see you brave.
I like that one. Give me another one.
I like what is it? Great. Wait a minute. Oh, beautiful. Christina
Oh,
Aguilera. I am
yes.
beautiful no matter
Oh,
what they say. Words
what a
can't bring me
song.
down. I am beautiful in every single way. I think every one of us should listen to that when we're feeling like blah. And
That,
lastly,
wait a minute. That is quite a song, beautiful. I haven't even
isn't
thought
it?
that is a fabulous, and the way she sings it,
It's
breathtaking.
full of passion and it just
Yes.
makes you feel like, yes, I need to say those words in the mirror.
Next.
And of course, Diana Ross, I'm coming out. I want the world to know, got to let it show. I want to give, right? Completely positive. I think this time around, I am going to do it. The time has come for me to break out of this shell. And I think I'm finally learning to just be me without feeling the need to be a certain way for approval or validation.
There you go. Very, very interesting. By the way, I was Googling to find out, I know it's a verb now, it has been for a while. I was Googling to find out where some of my very, very, very long time ago, like 12 years ago, radio shows, if they're still around online. And I
Mhm.
found one. I found one that was from 2013. But I also found some that were from, about 2017, 2018, some business thought leadership shows. And I found a comment that said, I like the show, but I don't like the host. She asks stupid questions and she's not relevant. And it would be a great concept if we had a different host. And
No.
it's there on some website that the person says, I have to go. Bonnie G is not she has to get out of here. I thought that was really funny. I
See, and these
laughed.
are the songs. Words can't bring you down, and
There
you're
you
going to
go.
say what you want to say.
Absolutely. They didn't know that I had created 50 similar shows for companies around the world and I had hosted them all. I guess they wouldn't like any of them. So at least I only found one of those, but I just got such a kick out of that. I also have somebody who watches these shows on YouTube, and this woman is into crypto purchasing, crypto investing, and she keeps asking me for how to handle her crypto wallet. And I keep saying it's a different show and that's not what we do here. And I'm not, and she keeps posting comments on YouTube asking
That is
me,
strange.
I know. So I'm gonna BLOCK her soon. And if she's listening, that's too bad. Okay, so there, because I said to her, I don't have any idea. I'm not in that world. So my songs I have done recently, I talk about Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun,
Yes.
and Leslie Gore, You Don't Own Me, and Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Pat Benatar. But I realized that Donna Summer, who was one of my
Mhm.
idols in music, who left us way too soon. She got sick and she died many years ago, and it's a shame. She was the guru of the disco era.
Mm.
And I realized if I look at a compilation of her work, Karen, that it describes my journey, just her songs.
Ooh.
So we have She Works Hard for the Money.
I was going to choose that.
Then we have On the Radio, right? On the radio.
Whoa.
No More Tears, Enough is Enough. I think that was a duet. Maybe it was Streisand. I'm not sure. Then we have Hot Stuff. I know she's talking about girls who walk on the street, but baby, hot stuff, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I've been called that, but for different reasons, thank goodness. Then there's I Feel Love, da da. It's a Giorgio Moroder with the music machine in the background. I Feel Love, I have. And Last Dance. And I'm not dancing anymore, but I
Ooh.
haven't taken my last dance in life. Another one, a new one that I've added is I Feel Better When I'm Dancing by Megan Trainor.
Oh,
And
I
the
love
words
that.
show the world what you can do. Prove to them you've got the moves. I don't know about you, but I feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. And one more I picked that I think you'll like. It's a song by Janelle Monáe. What an interesting dresser she is. And the song is Q period, U period, E period, E period, and Queen, the initials all in caps. You ready? And the
Yeah.
line is, she who writes the movie owns the script and the sequel.
Wow.
Very powerful. So I found that under empowerment songs for ladies, for girls.
Perfect songs.
Yeah. So let's go to off the top. I know we've talked about this before. Before we go to our art and our poetry and our wacky stories, creativity superpower. Anything for the new year? Anything different for you, Karen? That you're feeling very
I
so.
was thinking of that. So when I thought of creativity superpower, I think I'm learning to just love playing with paint without fearing the outcome. So you just throw, either like with, you said the balloon or hair dryer or whatever it is, and not caring. Because I used to think, "Ooh, is this going to look good? Is this bad?" And then, of course, the downside, I think, with every artist is the obsession with new supplies, and you just go down the rabbit hole with that. And then not knowing when to stop. Like, come on, we're supposed to watch this movie or have dinner. Wait, just one. Did give me 10 more minutes to finish. And then you just get carried away sometimes.
Absolutely. I still think mine is talking, my superpower, and I've been approached again to donate my time to somebody's project. It happens once or twice a year, and I said yes again, and it looks like it's ballooning into a lot of time with no pay, and I have to rethink whether I really want to invest in somebody else's something that's big and important to them, but I don't think
But
I
not
can do.
you.
I said I'll do one, I'll host one of your podcasts, and I'll help you set it up and get it going and prep your guests, and then we'll see. And then I'll give you my fee. So, you know, mama's got to let go, but
Mama's got to go.
mama's got to pay her bills, and mama's got to
Yeah.
let go of things that don't let her pay her bills. So there you go. So that's my downside, is that people say, "Oh, do you want to come work with me?" I say, "Yeah." Well, we can't afford you. We can't pay you either. So, okay, all right.
Bye.
Yeah, I know. And they want to work on Saturdays and late nights, and I'm not sure. Anyway, it's a global thing for CXOs. So we'll think about it. So, New Year's resolutions, yay or nay? Did you have any? Do you still have any? What, you believe in them? What do you think?
Well, you were telling, I know you were saying like plans versus resolutions. And I think this year, what has changed is I've decided, the self-care thing is to do like daily, even if it's like today, I just did 3 minutes, but of Tai Chi just to slow my whirlwind brain. But the bubble baths and tomorrow, 2 hour massage scheduled. I think that self-care really is something that I need to put in as a must, not a if I have time. And then saying no when my intuition tells me to, because I tend to, oh, okay, you want a discount? Sure, I've known you for 20 years, or you just, and I'm still working on that, but saying no, knowing that it doesn't matter if I disappoint, which is a big thing,
Mm,
because we don't want to
interest.
disappoint. But Sabrina referred this book to me called The Courage to be Disliked.
Ooh,
And
who wrote that? Do
yeah,
you have the name of the author?
I'll send it to you. But Thomas is like, but I'm not disliked, and I know, but disliked meaning like if someone is just a little annoyed with you or you disappoint someone, you know what I mean? And knowing that courage. So I think that's what I'm going to practice this year as a plan. And then, of course, getting out of my comfort zone, which is what I did yesterday when you said, "Hey, can you show me?" Jess will laugh about that. I didn't tell her, "Hey, can you just show me how to add like the effects?" And I thought how funny that I'm just playing, not knowing what I'm doing sometimes. And you just said,
Well,
"Can you share?"
you explore. What Karen's talking about, everybody, is that I wanted to start doing some Facebook Reels, Reels, and Shorts, and I wasn't sure how hers were so beautiful with little things and little gifs and music and captions. And I'm an admirer of all. Karen does them on Instagram as well as on Facebook. And I said, "Would you mind teaching me?" And so we did a 1 hour session on Zoom last night, and we discovered that most of the options, stickers and music and text and others, are only available mobile on the phone. but there is some way to do some shorts and reels on my desktop Mac.
Hmm.
And I posted one of my my trailers for one of my shows, and I posted a picture of Candy in a dish with a little very strange music I found that was free music online. It was very weird. Weird. Anyway, so I have two shorts, two real shorts. That sounds very strange. Yeah, I have two real shorts on Facebook, and if you see them, you could send me a like or no. I wish somebody did them differently. Anyway, good. Okay, so my plans are
Yes.
to do more of that. I want to probably create another radio video show this year. I'm not sure what it's going to be. I'm already, as part of, there's an author, a leader named Mia Botha, or Botha, Botha. I learned about her at a writer's summit that I didn't attend, but I signed up for, and then I got all kinds of swag from all of they're all writers, but they're coaches, and they're how to get published and how to get rid of your procrastination as a writer. Anyway, she has a challenge of 12 short stories in 12 months, and I'm noticing people are posting on Facebook that they're doing it. The first
Uh-huh.
one is 1,200 words. I thought it was exactly. People are saying, and I have to check this out. She gives you a leeway of 50 words either way. I'm going to make mine exactly 1,200 words according to the word count in Microsoft Word. And she gives you a theme, and the theme for this month is found, Found. And people are saying, well, it's loose. You don't have to. Look, a prompt is a prompt. So I'm using the prompt, and I've read you the story. And then I'm also entering her 12 poems a year, which is interesting because I was in a weekly poetry group for 2 years online, and a poem a day, which turned into 5 to 10 poems a day for the entire month of April and November, 2 years in a row. So I've written hundreds of poems, and I have them all, and I'm bringing up a couple of them today. So I wrote one poem for her, and it's, I think, fair, and she gives you one day, 24 hours, to enter your submission, not the day before, not the day after, and you have to check the time zone, and there's certain information you put in. So this is a new experience to me. So that's one of my plans for this. But I would like to start another radio show. I only have 4 series right now, and
Only.
and I want to start a band this year. I want to find some Motown happy
Ooh.
people here. It's not
With your
typically what.
red drums.
Yeah, it's not what people play in Tennessee. They don't play Motown. They want to do all kind. I want to do Tom Petty and more modern stuff. And I'll find somebody. I want to start a band, or they want to do ukulele and California, alley cat blues and that kind of thing, which is fun. But I want to start a band. So those are my plans. Not resolutions, but plans and goals. So it's time for our art. What do you have
Yes.
for us? And sharing is available. So let's see what you got, Karen.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do my little one. I don't know if I told you, I wanted to practice playing with gold foil. It's
Ooh.
super, super,
Let
it
me
just
put
falls
you on.
apart.
Hold on. Let me put you on speaker view so we get you big here. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, pretty.
So this is the pinkish is cellophane. They're little tiny cellophane flakes. And so I just got the gold and laid it where it landed. And then when you do this, and you actually can put varnish on it. It comes with a little varnish spray. So and there it is.
Very pretty.
So this one, you remember
Yes,
my hair dryer
that's
art?
beautiful.
Yeah, so I just now what I'm doing is putting them in all directions. You can just, and then do the hair dryer and it just does its work for its
It's
magic.
lovely. And how much paint do you put in the middle, or do you drizzle it around the
I
paper
just
before
drizzle it
you?
around. So it could just be like a little circle. It could be up and down lines, or it could just be on top of each other. And then the hair dryer just, and it's amazing how it can change within seconds. The pink
Beautiful.
disappears and maybe a green.
Does the
So I'm
paint
gonna
get,
try.
get paired? Does the paint get bumpy or plasticky if you keep the hair dryer on it for too
Yes,
long?
yes, yes,
That's
yes.
happened to
But
me.
when it dries, I notice that it's okay. But when it feels like you feel like, do I ruin it? Do I throw it away? But then I
Yeah,
notice that it all
very
works out in
pretty.
the end.
Very pretty.
This one, someone did like a abstract, and so I wanted to copy it and give it my own, and I don't. It's kind of. I
Oh,
don't know
it's
if it's going to
beautiful.
show. Oh, it does.
Yeah, the whole
So then
thing.
when I asked someone what it was, what do you see?
I see a steering wheel at the bottom left. It looks like it could be a car or a plane. Um,
Interesting.
I see maybe a lights like a New Year's Eve celebration at the top. I see a coil at the bottom that could be a ceramic a flower pot or something, or it could be where a snake is going to
Yeah,
come
some
out
people
of.
say that it's a flower pot, and then I thought of a hot air balloon.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, the
Yeah,
flower
hot
pot
air
threw me
balloon,
off.
light bulb. Yeah, but she
Yeah,
just had a I just thought, oh, I just want to just try to, you just add to it
very pretty.
ideas that just spontaneously enter your mind, and so I just decided to add some 3D stuff like the butterfly and
Very pretty.
yes, thank you. I can't wait to see yours. You do big,
Okay.
big, big
I do
ones.
big. Yes, 16 by 20, 16 by 24. So I'm going to share my screen. I picked
That's my
some
plan
of
this year to
and
do like a
some of
big
these
one.
good. And some of these, by the way, are photographs I've done. Some of this is my photography, and I've got the
Ooh.
sun coming in here, and I'm not going to get up, so it's cutting me off at the chin here. But we'll see. I might have to put you on speaker view, and I'll run over and close the curtain. Thank goodness it's sunny. Well, we have no snow to melt. Okay, let me go to share. Let me go to screen. First screen. Here we go. So here is. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Where am I? Where am I? Here we go. Okay, let me get rid of this. Goodbye, Zoom Workplace. So
Ooh.
this is a close-up of a butterfly I took on the butterfly plant, the butterfly tree that's in my back just below
That
my
is
deck. Isn't that
beautiful.
pretty? That was a real close-up of I think it's a monarch, and I'm
I
very,
love the purple
very happy
too.
with this one. Yeah, that was the flowers on the plant, on the butterfly bush. And then this one is a
Wow, that could have
close-up.
been taken here.
This is a close-up of one of my prized hibiscus outside after the rain. Interesting?
Wow, I just love those dewdrops.
Yeah, aren't they pretty? And then I have another one. This is art. I did this, I followed a template for butterfly shapes, and then I filled them in with acrylics of different colors, and then I have cut glass.
I was gonna
Finally,
say cut glass, different
I
colors.
I bought different colors of glass. I brought a 2 pound bag of mirror glass that's all chopped up. You got to be real careful handling it. But then I have little tiny pieces of mirror in little containers, and I played with the butterflies. And then I put this on, this is on a canvas, and I made the background almost look like it was on copper, antique copper.
It does look like, is that copper acrylic?
This is copper acrylic. These are acrylic paints that are metallic. That's what they are. And I blended the purple and the dark amber and the orange and the yellow, and I came up with what looked like tin or copper in the background. Interesting?
Very interesting. And literally looks like you put it on like a thin,
Yeah.
like bronze metal
Yeah. Yep.
plate.
Yep. I love that one. And then you got to make sure the glass doesn't fall off. This is a close up of one of my paintings, and this was done with the balloon art, the kisses here.
Ooh.
This is a close up of, and this is a kind of a galaxy thing, and this is all drizzle. And this is the gold here is pink glitter glue, and the blue is a glitter glue, and then the rest of it is just swirly paints, and it's done on a black canvas, a large one. That was a close up.
Wow.
And this one is a close up photograph of a red, it's a vase, a vase, some people call it. And it
Oh,
has a little clear
wow.
handle. And I did a real close up, and you can see the bubbles in the glass and good lighting behind it. This was done with my iPhone. It's unedited, it's just a close up, cropped, very big, of a glass vase and the light coming through it.
I was gonna say the light is just looks like it really looks like an abstract painting.
Doesn't it? So you can get
Yeah.
some really interesting effects. I don't think I played with the color or anything. And this is an interesting one. This is the top
Ooh.
one is a painting I did, and I like to use a kitchen scraper and scrape. After I've laid color on the canvas, I scrape, and these are the squares you see here. I scrape it down to whatever is underneath of the
So
original
you have a
layer of
tiny
color. Right,
scraper.
little tiny
I
scraper.
forgot these are big though,
It's
right?
a scraper. The size of the scraper is like an inch and a half. That's
Okay,
the width
okay.
of the scraper. And then I went into my night cafe studio and I said, make this more modern, and it put down these lines. It basically put in these fake panels, if you will, with my pic. This is my painting at the top, and I said put some cats peeking out, and it installed a cat here and a cat here into the picture. But that is my art that has been, shall we say, used for a piece on Night Cafe Studio. Mine. What do you think?
Wow. So you can actually, do you add in your painting and then Night Cafe? Oh, I never thought you could do
Your
that.
painting is the starting image. It's a starting image. So
Wow.
I
I
took a
never thought
picture
of
of
that.
the,
I thought you just
yes.
had to do like text, but you can
No,
actually,
no. You can have a
So-
starting image. You can put your own face in there, your own picture, and you can have a starting image. And
Wow.
we're going to go back to you in a second because I'm getting cut in half here by the light if you can see it. So I'm
Okay.
going to go and change the blinds here in my office for a second. So I'm going to leave you. So let me get out of stop sharing and I'm putting you back on speaker view, Karen, and
Oh,
you
you
just
know what? I'll share one more then
go
while
ahead.
you're doing
I'm
that.
just going to run and change the go ahead. You keep talking.
Okay, so this one is blue acrylic, and I put the varnish, which is why there's a shine to it. And I don't know if you can see this right here is a thin piece of glass. We think that it's a broken, like bicycle light because it has little textures. So now I'm picking up trash during my walk with the dogs and turning it into art. So my family is like, hey, mom, I found a cardboard from like a shirt, and then I'll use that as a canvas. So it's fun just playing with art and creating, like recycling. I think this is like from an earring. Oh, Bonnie taught me that. You
Yes,
just
I'm
broken
back.
earrings or one earring, and then I
Yeah,
just glued that little, it's like a oriental maybe material that's folded, and then it was a part of an earring. But I never thought of that. So I thank Bonnie for just, helping me be more creative and using just about anything.
that's not possible helping you be more creative because you are. You're one of the most creative people I know. I'm back.
Oh,
I pulled the curtain down so I don't have the light cutting me across.
you don't have a the shine.
Yeah, that was weird.
It
That was
shows how
strange.
angelic you are because the light is shining on you.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a halo. It was cutting off my face. Well, maybe they didn't want me to talk
Well, the
anymore.
halo is just kind of like creative. It's just all over the place.
It is. It is. It is. Okay. So, are you ready? Thank you, Karen. Are you ready with some poetry? You want to read? You want to show?
I will read.
I
Lately,
have three. I have three. Go ahead.
I have three too.
Okay, you do yours.
So this one, I've been, and I think grief, as we all know, is just a roller coaster journey. So this one is grieving can be freeing, right? Loss shatters my heart. My soul breaks apart. Knowing I can't see her, meaning my mom, my mind becomes a blur. Shedding tears of grief, death is like a thief. Yet loss can be a gift as my energies shift. Healing seems to take place, creating a safe space, learning to embrace death, prioritizing self care while feeling despair, releasing tension, craving attention, yet wanting solitude. As I find gratitude, grieving can be freeing, feeling ends up fleeing, giving me permission, pursuing my mission. So that was when I was still in my rhyming mode. The others have been very freeing because I am not focused on writing,
Okay.
which makes creating poems so much faster.
You want to do what?
And
I
I'm
tell you
finding,
what. Let me do one of mine.
okay,
I have a short one, and then let's go back to
okay,
yours. I have two short ones and one long one. So let me do this one.
okay.
And I wrote these last May for my it was a Wednesday, so it was a Wednesday poetry group, and I have two of them the same day. I'll read those two. And then the other one is from another date and it's longer. So, life is like. That was the prompt. Life is
Life
like
is like,
blank. So here's the this is a double let's see. Okay. Life is like a box. Forest's mama said it well. Chocolates pick you. Here's the second one. Life's a filling game. Bittersweet days can have sun. Godiva's horse knew. Those are
ooh,
two haikus, five syllables, seven syllables, and five. So I'll let you do your next one. Go ahead.
mine is waiting. I wrote this while I was just waiting in the car, waiting for answers, waiting in line, waiting for approval, wanting validation, wanting perfection, wanting to be right, wishing time would stop, wishing for happiness, wishing sadness would disappear. Why are we waiting? Why are we not accepting what is? Why don't we believe we're exactly where we're supposed to be?
I like that. There are several philosophies, even modern religions, if I can say that, that feel that you are where you're supposed to be. Yes,
It's
it's
comforting.
like it's comforting. I have one. This is called La Douce Amère, which is bittersweet. Okay,
Oh,
French for douce amère. Douce is sweet. Amère is bitter. Life is also on the life theme. Life is a taste test, like chocolate, sweet for joy, bitter for truth, nutty for whimsy, solid for trust, creamy for yearning, juicy for lust. Pick one, anticipate, don't be afraid. Whatever you get, flavors of life all count. Savor yours.
Ooh, that is beautiful. That's deep thinking.
Very deep thinking. I have those moments once in a while. Okay, let's have your next one. Go ahead.
This is inspired by my students who have been getting a lot of DPs. That means like that it's like D's. And parents are like, what are you doing? We need to avoid failure and strive for perfection or honor roll, right? So mine is strive to fail. Instead of stressing to succeed, practice striving to fail. Face your fears. Failing should never be avoided. How are lessons learned? How do we build resilience? How do we grow from our mistakes? We are taught F's deserve punishment. Parents punish kids for low grades. Do they realize kids discover nuggets of wisdom from those F's? F's do not represent the lack of knowledge. Perhaps it might be a lack of studying, lack of comprehension, lack of motivation. It does not measure one's intelligence. Let's start embracing failure. Let's stop the stigma of failure as something to shun. The gift of failure prepares kids for adulthood. Failure presents an opportunity to learn. Failure provides a hidden gift. Failure is a better teacher than success.
A lot of famous people have said that. They learn
Mm-hmm.
more, more lasting lessons and more important lessons from failing. Wasn't Einstein the one, or was it Thomas Edison who
Oh
said, "I
yeah,
tried
Thomas
some"?
Jefferson. Yeah, I found like a thousand ways. I didn't fail a thousand ways. I found a thousand ways that didn't work. So now I
I
get
think it
to
was Edison. I think it was
Edison, right?
Edison. Yeah,
Edison.
with the light bulb. I think. Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yep. Okay. And remember, you always miss. You don't get to say you got the baskets that you didn't take when you're trying to throw a.
Exactly. Oh, I
Right.
love
That's a
that.
famous basketball quote. I have my last one here, and then we'll do our wacky stories. So this one is called "Oh, What If." Okay, this was written last May also. Listen to this. She ponders the possibility of being born to be tall, and that's not all. A true redhead, a visionary in astrology, an inventor of Freudian psychology, a child prodigy, artistic genius like Picasso, mathematician like Terence Tao, a champion in sports, tennis like Serena could, golf, of course, like Tiger Wood, a musical talent, at 5, composing like Mozart, pianist Saint-Saëns got his start. She ponders the possibility. Alas, this is the card she drew. Just a funny girl with eyes of blue.
Wow.
That's a what if.
I love that. What if? I think every one of us, whether you're a writer or not, complete that sentence. What if?
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
What if? Yeah, you and I are we're talking about planning a poetry retreat or summit online where we'll give a
Yes.
prompt and examples and have people think of a phrase that goes with the prompt and then impromptu write a poem right then and there. Just a brief one, couple of lines, and share it with the group. And I think we'll do that in March or April, and we'll announce it here
Definitely.
on the
That'll be
show.
fun.
Be a lot of fun. No pressure. No pressure. So
Like a
wacky
poetry
stories.
playground.
So,
Poetry playground. That just came up.
there it is. Poetry Playground. I like it better than retreat. Okay, good. Poetry Playground. Okay, ready? Wacky stories.
Ready.
Wacky, you do
This
one,
is
I do one.
where like the paintings that we do, we need to envision this happening. Okay. So in 2019, December, Emmy Luthen needed a last minute gift for a child's birthday party. And I think I've been doing this, like creating a painting. Well, she grabbed acrylic paints and her daughter's old clothes and created a pink koi swimming beneath white and green water lilies. It wasn't well received, but a few months later, she hand painted sweatshirts, which she sold out online immediately, right?
Yep.
She replicated a tie dye look and produced loungewear, sweatshirts under her brand name Swan Group Shop. So I decided to Google just to see like what kind of clothes. T-shirts and sweatshirts, $250 each. And she said the rise of AI, right? People are captivated with unique art, and it doesn't matter if you collaborate with AI. You know, a lot of people, you and I
Okay.
have met, oh, no, no, I don't do AI. But
Mm-hmm.
if you incorporate it with art, what you're doing, like your last painting, you are collaborating with Night Cafe and coming up with, and if you put that on a coffee mug or a
Yep.
t-shirt, $250 each.
Not my budget. This well, I don't wear t-shirts and
No,
sweatshirts
but what
anymore
we
anyway. Yeah,
create, can you imagine the possibilities?
I could put
So,
that kitty paint, the one with the two kittens on it.
yes.
I could have that put on mugs
And
and
kitty
on shirts.
collectors, yeah. When you
Oh my.
collect stuff, yeah,
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to start a company to do that. Your art and my
yeah,
art.
definitely.
Okay. We'll get a manufacturer.
So,
Good.
in LA, Julia Johnstone paints oversized sherbet colored flowers, butterflies, and peace signs, right? Onto t-shirts and fitted work pants. So she started with just thrifting cargo pants and just painting, right? Wanted to just paint something joyful. And guess what? New party pants sell for 230 to 258 each. And when it went on, it was like sold out, sold out, sold out. And I just thought, what? We are in the wrong. We're gonna
In the
add
wrong
this
business.
to
Yeah.
our
Yep.
business thing. And then lastly, Lauren Delaroche and Curtis Campanelli formed 96 Tears with a Z instead of an S, vintage, right, in 2020. So now Curtis decided, let's just make the elastic waist pants out of heavyweight seamless feed sacks. I know in Hawaii, some people use old rice sacks. You know, they're like the burlap rice sacks. They're into shorts, into bags, and they just leave the rice brand on it. Well, Lauren decided to draw on them, right? And guess what? One jacket out of these feed sacks. So it's free, pretty much free leftover, right? Feed sacks jacket. Listen to this, 595. A lot of those were sold out. Pair of pants, 495. So say you have like a lower budget, you can get a fanny pack for just 185.
Oh my, we're in the wrong
Yeah,
industries, Karen. We definitely are. Was that
we're
all
gonna put our
one story?
poetry.
Was
Huh?
that all what?
That's the third one. So it's Emma and it's Julia and it's but all these artists who decided, I mean, one of them, Julia Johnson, just decided I'm gonna just paint to have joy. And then now it's like party pants at 2:30.
No comment. I have to see
Share
what's in my
your wacky
closet.
news
I have to
now.
see what's in my closet. Let me do the desktop again. I've got visuals. Okay. First one. This is
Ooh.
about emojis. Did you know there's an Emojipedia,
No,
Karen?
I did not. I'm gonna look that
Yes.
up.
Emojipedia.org. And here are some of
Wikipedia.
here's a cat with sunglasses and a cowboy frog and a drone and a pizza shaped like a heart, a glass of white wine.
Oh.
And this is the one on the rolling eyes emoji. Exasperation, skepticism, or mild annoyance through a face with eyes that roll upward. The mouth is not smiling, you notice. It was added in 2015, which means it's 10 years old. It quickly became popular for expressing dismissiveness, like, I don't want to, I could care
Mm-hmm.
less what you're talking about. It's often paired with the face palm to amplify the sentiment of frustration. An example of use would be, my sister's bringing her new boyfriend to family dinner again, and you roll the eye. So that would be an example. Is that funny?
I absolutely love that. I think all of us, this kids need to learn, not Wikipedia, but Emojipedia.
Emojipedia, Emojipedia. The next one is a street artist's
Oh,
masterpiece is nominated for the world's best mural. Look at this. This is
look at
a
that. It's
25
beautiful.
meter tall mural depicting birds, butterflies, and glimmering blue water. This is something you would appreciate. It's so stunning.
Yes.
It's vying for best mural of the world, and the woman who wrote it, who did it, her the artist is Megan, excuse me, Russell, and she says a lick of paint never hurt anyone. She is an international street artist. The work is titled Reverie. It was voted the best of June 2024 in a contest by Street Art Cities, which is an online database celebrating urban art around the world. It cemented its nomination alongside 50 murals that came from Argentina, Morocco, France, Russia, and more. She said, it blew my mind. It's been crazy. Work on the nature-themed masterpiece was the biggest highlight of her career. I had free reign, Karen, talk about free reign, to be as vibrant, as bold as I wanted to. It's really refreshing when clients tell you that. It doesn't happen often. And let me see if I could just raise this a little bit. You can see a little bit bigger. Is
Yeah,
that gorgeous?
that is absolutely gorgeous.
That's something. So there's her story. And then the third article is New Zealand has albatross soulmates. Look at this albatross family. It's a reality show called Royal Cam. It's a
Oh,
real cam from the Department of Conservation in New Zealand. It's 10 years old, not the birds, the cam. It stars northern royal albatrosses, which is a seabird. Get this, with a wingspan of over 10 feet. I don't see a 10-foot wingspan on these little tiny birds, but
yeah.
you see the birds, their adventures in their lives, struggling to raise their chicks. It was supposed to raise awareness of vulnerable species. It's a 24-hour live stream from New Zealand's Department of Conservation. Follows the breeding season in the southern hemisphere's only mainland colony of albatrosses, which usually mate for life and live to around 40. Interesting.
Wow, that is
You
amazing.
see everything from mating dances to couple reunions. How would we know? I said, well, we tag them. The selected birds go through child rearing, laying an egg, to letting the chick spread its wings and take flight. This year's royal family, seen here, is RLK, a 12-year-old male, and GLG, a 14-year-old female. So she's older than, ooh, cougar. They've already raised two chicks, and those are my stories. So what do you think?
Oh, wow. Amazing, amazing stories.
Interesting. So anything you want to say? Because I know you've got a busy weekend planned with your family. So anything you want to
Yes.
say to say goodbye or hello or yeah,
Well, I think keep a lookout for March or April's Poetry Playground with Bonnie D and Karen G.
I love that. Karen, it's always lovely to see you. And I'm just going to do a shout out to Serge Hoffman, who is the composer of the song that goes with the lyrics I wrote. And he is the singer as well. We're going to go out with this and look for Karen's many reels on Insta and on Facebook. We're not
Thank
talking
you.
about not talking about the other one that's not available for downloads anymore. We don't know what the fate of that one is, but we'll stick with the ones that are. So here we go. And this make
Okay.
sure all my keys are up here and let's do this.
Get my drumsticks
We're gonna
ready.
take we're gonna take pictures afterwards, you and I, Karen.
Okay.
So you want to be a cool kid, hanging with the in set, looking real, cool and fun, casting your fakey net. Here we go. Bop, 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 bop. Thank you very much, Serge. Thank you, Karen G. Bonnie D. Signing off. We'll see you all real soon. Don't forget, I have a show called We Dish, two TOO, Saucy Dame, singular, and Cool Dude. And I'm talking to my 14th, 15th.